Yesterday I met with a friend who is my very good friend, and she asked me a question because she seems to be struggling with the same thing I was struggling with for a lot of years. And that is, why do I keep on recycling toxic relationships? And I was there for a lot of years. And if she has asked me this like a year ago or even a little bit less, I wouldn't know how to respond. But now I know. It took years, though. The reason why it took years is because I was trying to go at it and to fix this problem in a wrong way, so to say. So I was with toxic men for quite a lot of years, and they were either narcissists or just toxic people, manipulators. And for the life of me, I could not understand why I was doing that. I went to therapy. I was taught I was doing everything I could. I read a lot of books on relationships. I was reading about it. I was getting educated. I was going to therapy. I was doing all of those things. However, I kept on getting attracted or attracting, or both, those kind of people in my life, and it just seemed like a cycle, a never-ending cycle. As soon as I would end one relationship, I thought, okay, I learned my lesson. However, again, I would get into another one, of a very similar type. So I think what is important to understand is that we're trying to fix our issues by either thinking about them or by reading and getting educated and getting a lot of information about it. But the issue here is we're using our mind to work on some issues that for the most part are subconscious. And so you can use your mind all you want to try to fix this issue, or whatever the issue may be. It could be money problems, relationship problems. In this case, we're talking about relationships, but you're not going to be able to do that as long as you're working at it with your thinking mind. So this is where therapy is not going to help. It didn't help me. It helped me, talk through issues and, objectively think about some things and why I'm thinking certain things. But this is not something that can be fixed that way. So it wasn't really until I started working with my subconscious mind and I was in very deep meditative states and hypnotic states that I was able to fix my relationship problems. So for me, what really struck me was when I went into my childhood, and something that I have completely forgotten about, haven't thought about in many years. It was like deeply seated in my subconscious mind, and it was certain things that my father said to me that really created this trauma and created this deeply seated belief that I was not worthy of love. And it wasn't until I went into these deep states of subconscious mind that I was able to resolve that issue, and therefore resolve why I was getting in those relationships. Now, there are different layers to this. So, for example, my father was also had a very addictive personality, and he was an alcoholic. He was never there. So I had, alongside those issues of what he said to me or kept on saying to me, it was also the fact that I was dealing with an abandonment issue with him. And I thought there was always this hope in me that somehow I could help him. And so then that translated into my future relationships with men. And when I was getting involved with people who were addicted to something, or like going through various either depression or various other troubles, that somehow I had hope that I could somehow help them. The fact that I wasn't able to help my father didn't help. Eventually he died from cancer related to, you know, the alcoholism and all of that. And that just made the issue even worse, because I kept on then trying to resolve my trauma with him by finding men who were in a similar situation with him that I could potentially help and somehow resolve the issue that I had with my father through helping them. But the problem here is this was all in my subconscious. So even though my whole life I was truly working very hard on myself, on personal development and growth and schooling, and I had a great career. I knew I was very, I knew my value. I knew, you know, my self-esteem was high. In my subconscious mind, I thought that I wasn't worthy of love. And I didn't know that consciously. So how are you going to fix something if you don't know what's going on? You can't, really. And it's not something that you can fix through talking to someone, because you can't be talking about something that you don't know. It's very, very much deeply seated into your subconscious. So another thing I want to say as well is, a lot of times we're attracted to these people. I was attracted to them. I can't say the narcissist picked me and I was refusing to be with them, because that's not true. I was also attracted to them. So I needed to dig deep into like why that was happening. What was the attraction part to that? And the answer to that is truly energy. So if you keep attracting like manipulators, the toxic people, the narcissists, it's also about your energy. And your energy, even though you may not know this, is of lack, is of low self-esteem, believing, like I was believing subconsciously, that I wasn't worthy of love, and low boundaries or no boundaries. Also, a lot of narcissists are the people who could be the life of the party. They could be getting a lot of attention from other people. They could be like the center of attention. They're very charismatic, you know, and in a way magnetic. And if you're not a person like that, you could be attracted to them because you don't have those attributes and you want to be like them. And you subconsciously, you're attracted to them because you think if you are with them, they will help you become more like them. You may be shy, you may be not wanting to be in the center of attention, you may have fear of being seen. Again, all of those are subconscious, so it's very hard to pinpoint what it is until you start working deeply with your subconscious mind and meditation. So I was naturally attracted to them because I had a deeply seated belief that I wasn't worthy and I should not be seen, and I did not want to be in the center of attention, but subconsciously I wanted to be more like them. And that's why I was attracted to them and wanted to be with them. The truth is, though, you're never gonna get there by being surrounded by the people that are like that. You are only going to get there by working with yourself and fixing those issues within yourself that are basically subconsciously running your life. And by doing the inner work, by fixing the parts of yourself that are a fear of being seen, a fear of being in center of attention, a fear of being the life of the party. Even though you subconsciously want that, there is a fear deep within you that you should work on first. It's not going to happen by being with someone who has high self-esteem, or is in love with themselves, like narcissists. So all this to say is really, really start meditating and start working with your subconscious mind more than anything else, and your belief system. What is it? What are your traumas deeply seated within you from your childhood, from your adulthood? I even worked with what are my past life traumas, my ancestral traumas. That also helped a lot. Whether those are true or not, it's besides the point. The point is that I fixed those issues, and it wasn't until I was working with my subconscious that I was able to do that. So peace and love. I have some longer videos and all of this. You can check my channel. And thank you for being here. I'm Tiana. I'll see you soon.